Hi dolls! So again, today is another top 5 drugstore favourite, if you haven't seen the others, and this one is concealers. I have had a pretty bad time with like acne and spots and zits and pimples and blemishes and all of those nasty things. It's only been in the past 6 months that my skin has really cleared up, and especially in the last couple of months that I have been actually more confident to wear like a non-high coverage concealer foundation with a little bit of concealer. So I have a lot of concealers, and I have tried a lot of concealers from expensive to drugstore. There are a few in the expensive range that I do use a lot more, but again, I say again, if you see my last video you would understand it's exactly the same day, so I'm sorry. I know a lot of people don't really like pre-recorded videos, but I have no choice because I'm busy and I don't know if I will be able to film. Sorry. So I'm pretty much banging them out as fast as I can. So yes, this one is my concealers, and I've got a load, and I've chosen my top 5, and again I'm going down 5 to 1, and number 1 is my favourite. So number 5 is actually a kind of a palette, and it's by MUA or Makeup Academy, and it's called the Pro Base Concealer and Brightening Kit, and it looks like this. I'll just open it up. Now, as you can see, I've hit pan, but I do have another one of these, and it's got kind of a beige concealer, a peachy pink concealer, and a kind of peachy highlight there, which looks quite dark, but it's kind of a peachy colour, and it's got a lot of shimmer in it. Obviously the one that's hit pan I use a lot because it's more matches my shade, whereas the other one is much more pinky, whereas I'm not pinky, if you kind of can see. Probably not, because the colour is quite bad. I'm really sorry. Let's try this. It's still bad. So yes, I'm not using it at the moment, but this is great, and it does have a tiny mirror there. This literally is like £4, £6 in Superdrugs. So if you're after kind of like a good like coverage concealer, then I would go for this, and it's so cheap, and you do have other shades as well. I have used the brightening one before, but I don't think I enjoyed it that much, and I have swatched some of the pinkier tone, but I felt the other one was best suited. So that was my number 5. At number 4, it is a cult favourite, and it is the Maybelline New York Instant Anti-Age The Eraser Eye Perfect and Cover Concealer with goji berry and something else that I can't see because the writing is blurred, and mine's in light, and it just looks like this. Now, as you can see, I haven't got the sponge on top because I absolutely don't like sponge at all. I had another one of these, and I wasted so much product in the sponge, and it dried out, and it was horrible. So I actually removed the sponge and just used the product out the little tip, and like two turns and it comes out, and that's enough. I absolutely love this. It's such a great colour for my skin tone, and I find that it blends out really well. I haven't used this in a couple of weeks, but yes, I do love this. Obviously I'm gonna have to get a new one, but for the moment it's okay. It definitely erases kind of bags and things underneath my eye, which is great because some days I have really bad bags under my eyes, and no one likes that. So yes, I love this for those horrible bag days. At number 3, we have the Rimmel Wake Me Up Anti-Fatigue Effect Radiant Glow Concealer. And it looks like this. Now, I actually use this before I use the foundation, and I do like the foundation, though I find that this concealer is a lot more on the beige side, whereas the foundation is more on the pinker side. So I actually would prefer it if I had more of beige, but I do really like this. I do need to get a new one of these because it's almost finished, or pretty much finished. But I absolutely love this. It does make me feel like more awake, especially if I use this under my eyes. It kind of gives me a little bit more glow, a little bit more like a dewy finish, like I'm awake and I'm ready. So I do actually really like this, and I was skeptical for quite a while before I bought this, and I bought this and I was amazed and I love it. So top marks for that one. At number 2, it's another cult favourite, which whenever you are talk or ask anyone about concealers and cheap and drugstore, everyone will say, or majority of people will say, Collection 2000 or just Collection, because some of their stuff is Collection 2000 and some isn't. It's the 16-hour wear lasting perfection concealer. I think I said that right because the packaging actually has rubbed off. And it just looks like this. Mine's in fair, and I have tried the medium fair or something, number 2, but I did find that too picky. But this is fab. It is one of the cheapest concealers on the market at the moment, and you can buy this in Boots and Superdrugs and Tesco, Sainsbury's, Asda. I'm trying to think where else you can get it. You can get it in quite a lot of places anyway. And it's very high coverage, which is great because for something that's really affordable, not all are kind of industrial strength concealers. So this is actually really good for the price. I do think it's gone up in price though. That could have something to do with YouTube, but it has gone up in price. But this is perfect. I love using this like on the bridge of my nose and above my eyebrows because I have weird skin there. Like that, my nose doesn't get concealer and my eyebrows don't either, like top of my eyebrows. So yes, I absolutely love this. This is why it's in my top 2. I would suggest this to anyone who's looking for kind of like a hard working concealer. Yes, definitely grab this one because you'll need it in your life, and once you've got it in your life, you will never go back. And at my number 1 spot, it is the NYX HD Photographic Concealer. It just looks like this if it's gonna focus. Now this is actually £6 online, and I know it's not really super like a drugstore, but it is because it is fairly on the cheap side. It is under £10. It is in drugstores in the US. I did actually get mine for £4.50 because I got mine at IMAX, but you can still buy this online and it is still really cheap compared to obviously your MAC, Pro Longwear and things like that. So that's why I'm classing this as my drugstore, because it is pretty much drugstore if you're in the US. I love this product. I don't have many. I don't really have any apart from one that is really HD concealers. I wasn't sure what shade to get, so I pretty much got the lightest shade, which is CW01. So it is actually a little bit too light for my skin at the moment. Maybe when the dead of winter comes, it might actually match, because then I'll be pale as a ghost. But it actually really helps kind of like highlight under my eyes, and it's a really great highlight. You won't have to put any other highlight on. I use this through holiday, and it's really high coverage as well. It hid my bags perfectly. So if you haven't tried any of the NYX stuff, I would suggest trying this. I do know that some of their foundations are a little bit on the pricey side compared to others that you could get, but this concealer is amazing. Definitely something to have in your collection if you love kind of really high, if you love concealers like I do. So yes, I would definitely suggest getting this, picking up this guy. Second thought, picking up this guy. It is online, so you can order it online. So pick up some other stuff while you're there, because I'm pretty sure there's a discount like for post and packaging if you get X amount of stuff. So yes, this is great stuff for anything. I'm not sure about the HD though, because like I really don't notice much. It still looks like my face, so but it's just like more highlighted and covered. So that is my number 1. So that is it. Obviously my 5 concealers, favourite concealers of all time, Drugstore at the moment, obviously. So yes, like this video if you enjoyed. Leave me a comment down below what your favourite concealer is, like Drugstore concealer, or if you've tried any of these, or if you suggest something else for me to try, because you know I like to try stuff. Subscribe if you're not, because I always love subscribers, and I have loads of videos coming out especially in October. So yes, enough with me babbling. I will see you dolls in my next video.